5.
Before we start, got a question. Shout out to Wild Boys, man. Would y'all rather cheat on y'all girl or snitch on your homie?
Oh, nigga, that's easy. I'm cheating on my lady.
Well, that's easy. You what? Oh man! I'm doing a podcast with a. Oh man, come on!
I'm always nigga. Hey, you know always. Come on, man.
But you gonna say it? You gonna say it for the camera? I'm gonna cut that part off.
That for the I'm doing it for the people out there. Do not whatever opposite. Whatever. Fuck it.
Hey, Playboy, run this shit, ho.
Welcome to the podcast showing them the God that never lies and I have to say so.
And it's your bearded dad, DJ True. What it is, what it do.
We got a special guest this evening. I like this guy, man. We'll get into all that how he got around time movie, but man, just looking at his reviews and seeing what he's doing for the Black hood community, I love it. I love it a lot, man. So, man, let me make a proper introduction. Y'all give it up for our guest, even Desmond Jones, a.k.a. D. Jones.
Sneaking off and eating his ex Britney's box. Golly. Oh, sorry. Tongue is kind of big. Real quick, Nick was a little horny dude. Right? Because after he ate her box, fam went down the hallway back to where his lady was and tried to mouth kiss his lady like ain't nothing happened. Yo, shout out to his lady though, because she was like, no, something ain't smelling right with your mouth.
That thing smell like. Kick it tonight. So baby, tell me what that thing. Come on, girl, bring it on here.
That boy Nick was wild. Yo, man, peace to the family, man. Yo, thank you so much for having me, man. Yo, it's a pleasure, man. And, you know, what y'all are doing, because, you know, I really just got turned on to y'all by, you know what I mean, doing the film. And then all of a sudden I see the FOH brand on this and this and this. And I'm starting to go through. I'm like, oh, yo, they building something over here. So, yo, shout out to y'all, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate that a lot, man. So, let's get it started, man. Like I said, thank you for even putting this on your platform.
For real.
Like you got the dopest personality, bro. Like the way you interview, you do the reviews and shit, bro. I watched them on with OnlyFans, I think, and Neurotic Beauty, bro. Yeah. I was laughing my ass off, bro. I watched, I think, for his fans only. I forgot.
Yeah. Her OnlyFans.
Yeah, because my cousin's in that movie, Rock Livings. He played the dude at the beginning who was smoking a black and mild. That's my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, so like when you was like that workout scene was too long, I bust out laughing. I said, he is so right.
I was about to say, was I lying?
You wasn't lying, bro. I was like, oh my God, this is dope. I like that shit because he said what I want to say, but yeah. I ain't never thought about doing what you do. So I was like, that is dope, man. So let us know what made you want to start doing these hood movie reviews. Oh, I ain't gonna say hood movies, urban movie reviews.
Yeah, you know, when we go hood because we amongst family, you know what I mean? Like when we amongst family, we do hood, but you know, when we get against the colonizers, you know what I mean? We gotta yo, so to keep it a buck, man, for a minute, man, I've loved these films. Shit, even going back to high school, you know what I mean? I remember when the first day, y'all remember Blockbuster? Y'all remember Blockbuster Video? Yeah. All right, cool. So, you know, back in the day, you know, these movies used to just go straight to VHS or DVD. You know what I mean? So I remember the first one I rented was a joint called Groupies with Big Gip in it. Right? I'm telling you. And from there, fam, I've been hooked. And then I want to say late last year, I was watching this joint called The Marvelous Mr. Wonderful or The Magnificent Mr. Wonderful. And I'm watching it and I'm like, yo, this shit's all right. So a lot of times what I like to do, and I don't know if y'all do this, sometimes if I watch a movie or whatever, I'll go on to YouTube to see if somebody broke it down or was there Easter eggs or whatever. So I was like, yo, let me go see if somebody broke this movie down. And I'm searching and couldn't find none. Right. And then it kind of clicked. I was like, yo, man, I already watched these movies. I should start doing like a review on these joints. And so then it just went from there, really. So it really just came out of the love for this culture, you know what I mean, in terms of Black indie films and giving this a platform or highlighting it. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people don't give this lane the credit or the love that it deserves. Right. You know what I mean? They just look at it and just be like, yo, that's some bullshit. Or the camera work might be a little funny style. So fuck it, I ain't gonna watch it. And it's deeper than that. So that's how I got in it.
Okay. See, because to backtrack what you said, I didn't know how popular hood movies was till 3 days ago. Like I knew Tubi had like a certain categories with hood movies. I was always watching before I even thought about putting my movie on Tubi. I was like, man, I like these movies. I say they kind of, like you say, they kind of fucked up, but they're interesting. They got good storylines, some of them.
There you go.
So the other day, I'm looking at Facebook. I'm on this group with the podcast and things. So I see a Tubi group with over 100K members, and they share these Tubi movies every day. And I was just scrolling. I was like, let me see what my movie had. And I saw a movie had 1,000 shares. I was like, wow, we had no fucking idea.
No idea at all.
Whole fucking category or whole fucking group of people just fucking with hood movies. I did not know that.
Amazon Prime too.
True. Amazon Prime. Unexpected on Amazon Prime coming soon. Yeah, like Amazon Prime too. Because my brother had told me like 4 years ago, he was like, because we got a previous film called Still Going Through This on YouTube. And like my brother was like, bro, if they can put this bullshit on Amazon Prime, I know you can put your movie on Amazon Prime. I was like, what you talking about? It was a movie with just Britney or somebody. And he was like, bro, watch this shit. It's horrible. He said, you can do it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to figure this shit out. And I figured it out. And there it is. And
but shit, Netflix has started. Netflix started
you're right. Netflix
doing the movies. But I guess like, after a while, like, I guess they weren't separate no more.
Yep.
Because they had a little I forgot the name of the movie, man. It's a little they got down, but they had a little dude. It was like just showing it pretty much it was just showing the day of his life. Like his life is what he do and shit. And it was very hood. Like he got jumped in the gang, he was in a blood gang, all that shit. Like I was like, bro, why that shit on Netflix? But
it was like that back in the beginning, because they had a lot of hood movies, like a lot of TV One movies, a lot of BT movies, a lot of movies nobody ever heard of. They had all that on Netflix, like in 2012, in 2013. But like, I guess when Netflix started getting,
it got a little popular. It was like, man, we got such in all these big actors. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. Well, shout out to Tubi for whoever thought about that idea. Shout out to them.
Yo, what's the game on? How do you get your film on the Tubi? Like, how does that whole process work? Because I don't know how that works.
It works like this. There's distributors, and it's called aggregate. Start with an A. And the distributor I went through is Film Hub. They don't charge you, but once your movie starts making revenue, once it start making revenue, they take 20% and you keep 80%. But like you have to like get your closed captioning, your IDBM, whatever the fuck it's called. You gotta
we gotta talk about that too. Yeah. The IMDb, we gotta talk about IMDb.
You gotta get that done. You gotta get your closed caption, like I said. You gotta make sure you move it past quality control. That's with that specific distributor. Now they got other distributors like I'm sure you've seen before each thing. They got like Maverick, Homestead Media, Dame Dash Studios, Indie Rights. They got a bunch of distributors out there, and like I just got in contact with Dame Dash Studio for a previous movie. But they want to do a 75-25. So I said, hey, it's up to my partner. He can go with that.
I'm still thinking.
Yeah, because like with Film Hub, I did everything. I uploaded it, did the graphics, did everything. Like the movie, I did everything. I mean, edited, filmed it, participated. He helped me write it. My brother, he funded it a bit. Like we did it all. Like I had to go through some shit to get this fucking shit on.
Yes.
So, but the process not hard as long as you got patience. You got patience, follow directions, you can do it. So that's the process. And you just like, it's like I said, with my distributor, it's 80-20 split.
Right.
Anybody else might be different. Or you can just go through Tubi itself and you got to speak to somebody from Tubi and they'll talk something out with you. So
yeah, that's how they say 50-50. I don't know. You never know.
Nah,
you're not taking a 50-50?
I think Tubi gonna give you the more ads you got during your shit, the more money you get, like straight up.
But you gotta think about it. That will be, but at the end of the day, they are getting the ads. Yeah, so it's like,
Is it just a one film deal though? If you went with Tubi, or do you have to do multiple ones? Because if it's just a one, 50-50 for your first movie might not be bad, no?
Yeah, I don't know how it is with Tubi. Like I said, I didn't go with Tubi. Like I just went with my own distributor. But I know with Dame Dash Studios, he says a 3-year deal, and it's 75-20. I don't know if you have to in those time periods, whatever movie you make, got to be distributed.
That's what I was about to ask.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know because we never read the contracts yet. But when I talked to the dude Omar, he was like, "Yeah, man, it's a 3-year deal. We do everything 75-25 for 3 years." He said he's talking about they got to deal with Peacock and stuff. He said if your movie do good on Tubi, like they'll distribute it through bigger companies. But I guess like Tubi is they test run with Dame Dash and Homestead Media. Yeah. So they'd be like, they automatically go put it on Tubi. And if it do well on Tubi, then
that's when they start going to the higher brands and all of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because with Film Hub, they distribute. Yeah, shout out to Tubi.
Shout out to
fucking Tubi. With Tubi, like Tubi is doing a thing. People rather watch Tubi than Netflix.
That's how I find most of my movies.
Hell yeah, shit.
That's how I ran into y'all.
That's the next question.
That's the next question. Like, how did you run across, our movie?
So I do this a couple ways, right? Which is one, and it's starting to pick up, thankfully for me, where people will come into the DM, whether it's a writer, director, someone from the cast, and say, "Hell, I just dropped this joint. Can you review it?" You know what I mean? And so that's the easiest way for me. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't take a lot of work for me to go find, dig through movies and find. But if I don't have that, then it's literally, fam, I turn Tubi on and I just kind of go through the movies. I read the plot. I seen when it was made. So I try to keep it between like 2001 at the latest. And then, of course, 2022. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to go too far back unless I do like a throwback review. I did a throwback review of Belly. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if it's not that, I try to keep it current. But yeah, fam, I going through, I read what you like, the plot of your film, and I was like, shit seemed kind of dope. Let me peep it. And nigga, it was just like that. It wasn't, even no secret to the formula.
Appreciate it.
That's what's up.
I made my day, man. I told you, Derek, nobody knew who he was.
Yo, and you want to know what's dope about this space, man, with the black indie films, man, is that, it's ill that I'm able, or anybody's able just to watch regular ass black movies, right? Because in the major motion pictures right now, it's either we're subservient, it's, you know what I mean? It's some historical type piece. And, sometimes niggas don't want to rock with that. Sometimes I just want to watch a thriller. Right. With niggas in it, period. You know what I mean? That don't have no coded messages, nothing. That's why your shit was dope. It was just niggas kicking it, a thriller. You know what I mean? That's just dope. And that's what this, what this platform has, which is Tubi. You know what I mean? Just regular ass movies where it ain't nothing that's super deep, if that's not what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Right. So the very first one you ever done, when you was doing it, you was like, oh yeah, I know this shit about to take off. Like I know I'm about to start getting. When you did that, how
question. Let me refill. Good.
He said, "Good question." He said, "Let me refill." That's what I'm talking about. Well, we're gonna do a show and we're gonna come back.
What's up, world? It's your girl Smiley Love of Smiley Crafts and Things, and basically I make handmade crafts with resin and epoxy, and I also resell jewelry as well. So follow my Instagram. It's smileycrafts.things THANGS, and by using FOH podcast when you DM me, I will take off 15% off your purchase. Thank you.
It wasn't even necessarily. It wasn't the film, but the first film I did was a film by the name of Envision.
Envision.
And my first one was January 4th of 2022, and it was Envision. So the film was okay, but how I kind of knew I was on to something is I dropped a review. Now at the time, fam, no lie, I had maybe call it 15 followers, right? I had 15 people that was following me. I do Envision, and I tag everybody that was in it. I think Case was in it, Taywan Braxton, Lisa Wu, she was one of the housewives from Atlanta. This dude named Mike, Brittany. Anyways, so boom, I do the review and I tag these people. And shout out to Mighty Mike and shout out to Jennifer. They had maybe like a couple thousand, and what they did was they reposted me. Now I'm thinking like, again, I'm a nigga with 15 people, 15, right? And these people took the time to repost me and put me on their story. And at that moment, I was like, yo, I might be on something, right? It was almost like proof of concept, if you will. Like, yo, I think there's a lane. So it wasn't necessarily the movie, but them shouting me out kind of put the battery in my back. Like, yo, I think I might be on to something.
Right. Like, because it doesn't matter how many followers you got because they seen what you're doing. They saw you took the time out to review their movie, and they said, that's how I felt. I was like, wow, I didn't care about it. Bro, you could have had 5 followers. I would have been like, you watched our movie.
Yeah, that's who he is. We just happy for people to watch our movie. Like, watch it. Like, all right, cool. What you thought? You know what I'm saying? So somebody to review it. Yeah, it was like, all right.
Because when I woke up, my bad, D.
No, go ahead, you good.
Oh, because when I woke up that morning, I saw Philip reposted. I was like, oh, that might be somebody Philip know. And then I looked and I saw some dude that tagged Philip. I was like, oh no, he can't know Philip. And I was like, man, this dude doing it. This some dope ass shit. I said, look, his background, everything clean. I said, speak well. I said, all right, check this nigga out here. I was like, I told D, I was like, man, I was gonna say, you know him? He's like, I don't know that nigga. I was like,
that's what I thought, and I said the same thing. I was like, man, that's maybe as Phil or Chris or homeboys, or they know him. He was like, I don't think they know him either. And I was like, well, shit, cool. Somebody see it.
I was like, man, I got to talk to this dude, man, because this is dope what he's doing. This shit could just get bigger and bigger. Because what I noticed when I went on your page, like every movie, like you said, you tag them in it, and I see the people actually responding. I'm like, that's dope. That's dope, man, because you got a lot of people that don't be like, I ain't about to respond.
I was just about to ask, like, because we don't, like, after a while, you like, man, I ain't going to tag nobody, because once you start tagging people, they don't, you know what I'm saying? Some people not going to see it or they ain't going to repost it. So clearly you was like, man, I'm gonna still tag it regardless. Somebody gonna see it. I know y'all see it, but y'all might not repost it, but y'all see it though. But with us, like, I think everybody, like, damn near the whole cast, like, repost.
Mad love. So mad love. You know, oh, man, y'all niggas hit me. So here's what I struggle with sometimes. I'm gonna keep it a bill. All right, so let me say this from the onset. Me tagging is me just showing love. Now, do I expect or want to repost or anything like that? No, because that's not what the game is about. What the game about is, for me, honestly, again, and it's not like I have a ton of people, because I don't, but yo, let me push the culture forward. Let me push this movie forward, right? And I don't give a fuck if I like the movie or if I don't like the movie. If you look through all my reviews, my hits and misses, I always say, yo, here's where you can support the film. Go check it out, right? So that's first and foremost. Right. But then there are some times where I think like, yo, if I am pushing you, let's make this a mutual thing, right? Like let's help each other in this, right? So if I'm pushing you, right, a repost or whatever is appreciated, but not necessarily, it's not needed. You know what I mean? But is it appreciated? For sure. But I struggle with that feeling sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We understand. We totally understand.
I struggle with that feeling.
We get it, bro. We get it. Because you know how many people we like, know they can, like, they know they're looking at it and they know they can fuck with us, but they, like you said, we don't expect it, but it'll be cool if you would do it.
Yes.
And like they don't, and then you be like, you see, like, and they can be close friends of ours, and like we see somebody else that we don't even fuck with, but they reposting their shit, and we be like, nigga, we actually doing something. These motherfuckers ain't doing shit, but hey, that's how it is. That's part of the game, man. So
and like it's free. Sometimes. Be clear, it's free.
It's really it's
free. You know
what I mean? It's not even gonna take that long. Just click.
But I ain't gonna front like I ain't gonna front because before I started doing this, I was kind of like a social media ghost. I wasn't really on the socials, or if I was one of them niggas that'd come, peep the page, get a little content, laugh or whatever, and then keep it pushing. I wouldn't like anything. I wasn't resharing anything. And at the time, I didn't get it. But now I'm doing this. I get it now, right? Like that was fucked up what I was doing before. And it would be people that I fuck with, right? It'd be people I fuck with. I just didn't do it. So now I understand the importance of it. But yeah, like I said, sometimes I struggle and I'm not tripping, but I do kind of like tilt my head a little bit like, yo, I'm putting your film on. I'm bigging you up. I'm letting people know where to go support you and all that. You know what I mean? And shit. I mean,
damn, like a little.
But sometimes I feel bad for feeling that way.
You shouldn't feel that.
You shouldn't feel bad at all. Don't feel bad at all, man. Like don't because like people full of shit.
So I see, like, you know, you respond to everybody that comment and stuff like that. So when you following, like, get, you know what I'm saying, and get to a point where it's like 100K and all of this, like, will you still feel like I still gotta respond to the people that comment and this and that? Because, you know, it could be overwhelming when you're having thousands and 2,000 comments, you know what I'm saying? So how you feel about that? Like, you gonna keep it going, or you gonna be like, I'm gonna just do what I see and this and that? Like,
no, I'm gonna do that for as long as I can. Because here's what I'm learning about the social media shit is that followers are cool, right? Like, that's straight. Engagement is what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Because it's the engagement that's going to keep people around. It's the engagement where I want, like, yo, this is a journey for all of us. Because, yo, like, I'm building this from scratch, right? So let's build it together. You know what I mean? So, no, absolutely. As many people as I can respond to. Now, let's keep it a Billy. If I get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5K, it's going to be impossible for me to keep up with that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But as many as I can, absolutely, for sure. And I appreciate you recognizing that, because I damn sure try to go through and respond to everybody.
I was like, damn, he comment to everybody that sees something. And I was like, that's dope, man, because people don't do that, man.
Exactly. And we know it ain't no copy paste.
Like you really is like saying, like, in the part of the movie, like even with Nick, like Ro was like, oh, you a wild boy and this and that. It was like, I was like, oh, he watched the movie for real. Like,
oh yeah.
So
like when you responded to my twin brother, he's like, man, it's cool, G. I ain't trying to get beat up like Nick.
Yeah,
I want to
smoke. Bruh, we thought Derek was lying when he was reading that test. We was like, that nigga didn't say that. Stop.
I'm like, no, he just commented. He just said that, like. Yeah, so they see
I usually watch these films like 2 or 3 times.
Okay, shit.
You know what I mean? It's like your film. I've watched it 3 times. I started my watching process on Tuesday. You know what I mean? And I've seen it 3 times already. So I'm usually hovering between like 3 to 4 times that I watch a film.
Oh man, shit! Tell us about your process, because I didn't know you had a process.
Yeah. Watching the movies. So on Mondays, of course, you know what I mean, I dropped the review from the previous week, right? So Tuesdays, is when I start to kind of look for the new movie I'm going to do. I usually find it on Tuesdays, and then I'll watch it. Now, the first time I watch it, I'm just watching it, not necessarily from a critical lens, right? I'm just watching it just to watch. Wednesday, I'll go. Now I'm looking at it from a critical lens. Now, let me keep it 100, and I've said this in other places, but when I'm doing these movies, I grade on a curve, right? And I grade on a curve because it's not fair for me to compare these films to major motion pictures. You know what I mean? So if your audio is a little off, or if I can see your mic pack, I'm not about to hit you for that. You know what I mean? If some of your shots are shaky, I'm not going to hit you for that, because I understand. You know what I mean? But more what I'm looking for is huge to me is writing, right? Because that's something you can control. You know what I mean? Like, writing is something you can control, period. Casting, that's something, again, y'all can control. The acting. Now I'm starting to look at things from a more critical lens on my second view. On Thursday, now I'm writing, right? Because I write a script for everything, right? So now I get to writing on Thursday. Now I'm trying to come up with jokes, concepts, you know what I mean? I'm trying to balance between being entertaining, but giving some real game to the filmmakers and the actors and actresses, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to balance that. Friday, I record. Saturday, I edit. Sunday, I edit. Monday, drop it.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Dope ass.
Because I like the clip with you did the preview with Nick, man.
Yeah.
And how you put the old bar from White Chicks and shit. I was like, I was like, that shit tight, dog. Like, that's cool, bro. I like that.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I do all the editing, record it, and I just do it here at the crib, man. I do everything here at the crib.
That's tight.
That's what's up, man. So let me ask you this: like, you ever done a review and somebody felt some type of way about your review?
Oh,
like,
shit.
Oh,
Give me a sec.
No. But here's why I think is that because I'm honest, but I'm not going to be malicious in my review, even if I don't like it, right? Because I've given some people one black fist, right? but I'm not malicious, or I'm not making a mockery,
right
of it. You know, now let's be clear, nigga, you're gonna get these jokes, right? Like, yo, let's be clear, you're gonna get these jokes, but I'm not just going on here doing my review and just like, yo, your shit is trash. You know what I mean? I'll let you know, like, hey, I personally wasn't feeling this part, but here's why, and here's what I think could have been done a little bit better. So I think because I'm coming at it, you know what I mean, from a respectable place, people haven't gotten too upset with me about it.
That's good, man. Cause shit, I know me, I would be saying everything you not saying. I would be like, hey, that fucking quality was horrible. I don't see how much this movie got so many views. What the fuck? Like when you're talking about the dude on the movie Heavy, when the nigga had to sweat when he's eating them wings.
Yes.
Oh, boy, I was like, bro, that shit was so funny. I was like, I thought nobody wouldn't have seen nothing. I was like, I'm glad you do this, bro. Cause me, I don't give a fuck. I'll tell him like, hey man, I saw the nigga do this. In the next scene, he was like this, and then he did this on the other scene. Like, how the fuck that happened? I don't really like most of these independent films, they posters. Me and my wife was saying this, like their posters look so good. You would think the movie is the same quality. That's how I was misled from a lot of fucking movies on tube. I was like, damn, that poster look fire. And then you go to the movie, it's like this. All the us, you be like, that's some bullshit, but it's interesting though. I'm still watching. Yeah. I believe like that's how I feel. Like the posters are very, very. Y'all go pay for them graphic designs. I give y'all that.
They look good.
Them graphic designs fire, but the motherfucking movies be.
But even when I'm doing some of the movies though, and this is what I was saying about the IMDb when I said I want to get back to that, and I actually got a segment that I do called The Breakdown, right? Mm-hmm. And The Breakdown is a segment where I kind of break down different things. I realize when I'm doing my reviews, some people might not understand some of the terminology that I'm using, right? So when I'm talking about, hey, in the third act, I think this was kind of messed up, or, hey, you know what? Here's a plot hole that I think should have been filled. Some people might not understand that jargon that I'm using. So I have a thing called The Breakdown where I break down certain terms that I use. Right. So one of the breakdowns I'm about to do is on IMDb and why it's important, right? Super important, right? Because you got to understand a nigga like me, where as soon as I get done watching a film, the very next thing I do is I go to IMDb right away, right? Because I want to see, one, you got a headshot on there, right? Are your headshots on there? Because I need to be able to add it on my actor profile for you, right? If I'm featuring you in my actor profile, I need a headshot or some type of picture. You know what I mean? And if you don't have one on there, now you're making it a bit more difficult. Now I got to try to go search you out on Instagram or whatever. Now, think about if I'm a casting director, right? If I'm a casting director and I want to rock with you, you know what I mean? And casting director is going to do the exact same thing. The casting director is going to go to IMDb and they're going to, one, see if you have headshots. You don't, that casting director don't have the time that I have to be like, well, let me go look on Instagram, right? I go on Instagram, nigga, your page is private. Well, shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you're making this shit difficult on yourself, right? Yep. Do you have any other projects that you worked on? And if so, are they listed? You know what I mean? I get on some people's IMDb's, they don't have no headshots. They don't have none of the previous works that they've done, any other roles they've been in, and their shit is just blank. Right. You're making it hard on yourself. You're making it hard on yourself. Now, like I said, I'll go the extra mile. I'll scour the internet to try to find a picture of you or see if you've been in anything else. But just think, a lot of people might not be like me. So this is my little public service announcement. I get on my soapbox. If you don't have an IMDb, you know what I mean? Get it, right? Get it, or at a minimum, because that IMDb shit costs a little bread. At a minimum, make yourself an actor or actress page on Instagram. Make sure it's not, you know what I mean? It's not private. And then put all your shit on there just so people can find you, because you never know who's looking for you. You never know.
That's facts.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
You see, I ain't no actor. I just do it because like unexpected. I ain't even supposed to be in it. So he was like, "Hey man, we need this scene. I need you to do this." I'm like, "All right, cool." And then everybody was like, "Oh, yeah." But we just we added something. Like we just added a part, and I was like, "All right, cool." And then it was like, I didn't think none of it. I was like, I just did it just so we could have added to the movie. And then everybody was like, "Oh man, you was funny, man. You did that shit." I was like, "But that was an add-on," and I was like, "Damn." I don't know, man. Maybe I need to take acting.
It don't matter. And you need to get credit for your writing, for whatever writing you did on there. You need an IMDb saying like, "Yo, I was a co-writer" or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, just take credit for your work. That's it.
Yep, it's on there.
Oh yeah, it is. He did all of that. I never really checked. He did everything.
Because that was like when we did the casting. I was like, because we didn't, we couldn't afford a lot of shit. We did this on a negative budget, so it was like, we will give your IMDb, DB, whatever. We give y'all credit on that. We'll give y'all that credit, and like we'll take care of y'all pretty much. And like,
that's love though.
We shot the movie in a day and a half.
Yeah, you could say a day and a half. Yep.
Really?
Bro, listen.
We'll give you the backstory. We'll give you the backstory on it, and then you ain't gotta break it down on the review you did on it, but we will want a little sample.
Okay, I'll give you that. That's fair.
So
like the process of the movie, late casting, 2 weeks prior to shooting, got the cast, struggled to find the house, the Airbnb, and had no money. I had my old digital camera, Canon T3i. I didn't want to use no more. Broke, cast ready, audition set. Where is the location the cast asking us? 2 days before we gave it to him. 2 days, my brother gave us the money to get Airbnb. We booked the Airbnb. Cool, we got one set. Had some donations. Booked the studio set. Friday night. Jazz.
Hold on, Jazz, Isaac, Natasha, Chris,
Lanier, Lauren.
And Lauren. That's it.
That's it. Like the scene where they fussing, there's 2 different nights.
And then this is the thing is, let's get real deep into it.
Come on now.
He didn't even want to film. He was like, I'm gonna just do practice shots Friday night, and then I'm gonna just do the whole thing Saturday. And I was like, dog, listen, me and your brother and Kyrie is getting on the flight Sunday morning. Like, we need it. Like, we can't do this. Like, we gotta get on the flight back to Louisiana. So you can't do everything. And it's like, as damn man, me and him fussing. I'm like, dog, you need to shoot. I don't give a fuck what it is. You need to shoot. Whoever come Friday night, you need to shoot it. And a good thing that I fought him about it, because the shit that he shot with Isaac and Jazz, it was for the movie, because we wouldn't be able to do everything that Saturday. Like, we shot from damn near 11, 12 o'clock afternoon to like shit, damn near 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
1 till 2 o'clock. Yep. Because that Friday night, like I said, it was like I didn't want to do shit. I was like, I'm not doing nothing. But even the scene with Isaac and Kane and Vicky in the bedroom, I supposed to delete that scene. That scene ain't supposed to be in the movie.
Word.
But due to the fact that I had to make the movie a certain extended, because the prior distributor fucked me over and lied to me and told me the movie had to be a certain amount of time, which it really didn't. So I had to. That's why the credits are so long at the end. That's another fact. That's why the credits are so long, because I had to make the movie longer, because the movie actually ended. We ain't supposed to have no podcast. That podcast is supposed to be in the movie.
That was just an add-on too.
That was an add-on.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Now that makes sense.
That's why y'all got that long foreign podcast. we had to extend it. And the way the movie is supposed to be and the way I edit it is two different things. So what we wrote down and what I've edited never, ever don't coincide at all. Don't even supposed to be in the movie. The end where I flashed it back to make it look like everything was on like his part, like he had something to do with it. That was part of the movie. The other part. I ain't supposed to show her putting the thing in the drink. I'm supposed to show that during the movie, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it at the end. The signing the contract part, nobody supposed to know about that. I put that in. I did all that while editing. Like nobody knew. Like, oh, I even know you did that. I even know this is part of the movie. Oh, Jade was supposed to get away with it.
Yeah.
I canceled that. I changed.
Boy, buddy. Ooh, boy.
She was supposed to get away with it. Matter of fact, I had put the movie on YouTube with her getting away with it. That's the first version. Then like we was talking again, and I said, "What if she went to jail? What if the FBI broke in on her and find out?" Yep. And he was like, "That would be tight." And she was like, "No, let Jazz go. Let Jay go. Let Jay go free. Let Jay go free." I said, "You know what? Fuck it. You're going to jail." I just did it. But like I said, we shot a day and a half. The studio part, everything was done in one day. Like scenes was done like fast. I mean, like
shit. We had the studio for 2 hours and we did it.
We still had time left.
Yeah, we still had time left because they was able to do like stuff for Instagram. Like they was shooting like videos for their Instagram and stuff. So that's how much time like we knocked out the scenes and shit. So
that's ill.
The beginning scene when the therapy scene when my wife clapped her hands. That was actually a mistake she made. I just made it look like she was dazing off because she just. She really just said.
Yo, cheers to you on that one.
I fucked up. Yep, and like I did, like man, it's a lot of shit, bro. Like the movie, like I said, negative budget, got it done, and like we did a good job, man. Consider the fact that one camera, one mic, barely lighting, digital camera that feeding them, fussing with the neighbors about y'all.
We had the neighbors because it was an Airbnb and the lady that had the house, that was her first time like doing the Airbnb. So like the neighbor was like, she was calling the neighbors like, "What's going on? I see you on the ring. It's a lot of going on." And so the neighbor had to come. She was like, "Baby, what's going on?" I was like, "Oh, now we just having a little get together. You know, it's cool." And she was like, "All right." She just nervous, baby. She just nervous. So man, it was a lot, bro. We got it all done though. And it's just good to hear that people saying, "Man, I like this. This is dope." And like for the stuff that we went through to get this movie done, we're excited to hear people saying they like it and they recommend it to everybody, especially the 1,000 shares on that group. Like, bro, like you even reviewing it, seeing it, dog. That mean a lot to us, like for real.
Oh, man, absolutely.
Thank y'all for real, man. Like I said, shit, it was a process. Shit, doing this shit every day after work, like working a 9 to 5 and just getting this done every day until I got done. The movie premiere, like it was a lot, but hey, we got it done, and
we're
reaping the benefits of it because, like I said, people like you and other people they fuck with it. So like, yeah, man, we appreciate.
If I had the soundboard, nigga, I hit the applause because that shit was dope. There it is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's we appreciate everybody.
I love those stories, man. I love that story, man, because what you said at the end, I think is what a lot of people don't realize, right? Or maybe they do if they're in the industry, but fam, niggas got regular jobs on top of all of this. You know what I mean? And it just speaks to the dedication, to the passion, right? That you have for your project, your art, everything, right? To go grind at your regular job and then come and be able to knock that out, the editing, everything, right? Like, yo, it's a whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, we not getting paid for any of this. Well, let me speak for myself. I'm not getting paid, you know what I mean, for any of this, right? So there's only one reason to do it.
Right.
It's passion, man. So that's why, man, that story was so ill to me, man. Now, do I think Jay should have got away with it? Makes sense. It makes sense, right? Like if I'm gonna keep it a buck, if we want a little insight, if we're gonna keep it a buck, it made sense because okay, I know in the write-up it said like an informant had told, but nigga, who? Everybody died.
Everybody didn't die.
Okay, except for Brittany.
And
who else didn't die? Oh, my man who my man that Lee brought over.
Kyrie and somebody else.
Okay, wait. My man
See, that's
Lee
funny. That's funny. That's funny. You don't know.
Brittany.
That's cool, bro.
That's so funny, man. Brittany's sister, she left.
Oh, bro. Brittany's sister. Yes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I tell you what, if it was going to happen that way, I wish we would have seen it developed into it as opposed to reading. That's how she got caught. Does that make sense? Because here's what was done well, and I say this in a lot of reviews. It's difficult to develop characters. It is, right? And it's difficult to develop characters where the audience can feel compelled or have some type of emotional connection to them. You know what I mean? Now think about doing that for several characters. You were able to do that. You know what I mean? So that's dope within itself. Now, with that being said, now I have somewhat of a connection to Jay, right? Like there's a connection I have for her or to her character, right? And now that I'm connected to her character, the ending of me just hearing the police busting in there and then reading that this is how she got caught, like as a viewer, for me, I'm like, well, shit. Well, fuck, I feel kind of cheated. You know what I mean? Like if it was going to happen, I would at least want it to be a part of that process of seeing her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get caught only because I had a connection. You know what I mean? Because you wrote it so well, and it was, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm rocking with her. So from that aspect, that's why I say, for me personally, if she was going to get caught, I would have seen it.
Exactly.
There you go.
There's nothing wrong with that. I agree with you 125, 30, 815%. It's the idea I had. I take the blame. I don't mind. The reason I didn't leave it the same because I just thought it'd been different. But like you're not the first one to say that. My wife said the same thing. It's like, hey, you should just left it the way it was. Because we didn't understand it. But it made other people say they liked it because they want to know the backstory of what happened with the sister and the brother, why she did that. They want to know why Brittany cheated on Nick. They want to know the backstory and everybody
the backstory of everybody, pretty much.
They want to know what happened before all that, like what led to her doing all that. So it's like, come on, you got to do part two.
Yeah, part two.
Well, yeah, something, especially for Jay to have that vitriol towards Lee. You know what I mean? Like. Right. So okay, cool. We'll buy into to kill a sibling is a lot, right? That's a lot, right? And as an audience member, we have to be able to believe it, right, and buy into it. All right, cool. If we're gonna buy into it, we at least need to know, well, what the fuck did he do exactly?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And the only thing that we got was, kind of it just kind of brushed over. So I do wish we would have got a little bit more insight onto what happened. You know what I mean? It what made her so passionate, because you got to remember, again, shout y'all out. Y'all wrote the character well. I'm invested.
Yeah.
Right? I'm invested. So cool. You want to kill your brother, which is a lot to ask. Cool.
Why?
There you go. But what's the why? Right. I do feel like I was cheated on the why. I feel like I get it, man.
I guess that's why everybody, it's like you starting to hear more people say they want part two. So it is the why. So like,
absolutely.
What happened? Like what happened between them, and what's the backstory with everybody? Like why they hate, like they don't like each other, and So I get it now. I get it.
But no, let me shout y'all out though, and I say this in a review. That drops tomorrow. Let me tell you that was something that was super dope, and I shout you out. Is that some of my favorite moments in that film was when everyone was just vibing, right? Like just dancing, you know what I mean? because to be able to capture that energy is difficult, right? Like there's a lot that, like, when it's time to record, let me put my drink down. When it's time to like record and direct, nigga, it's not as simple. And you can speak to this. It's not as simple as just saying action and you hitting the button and then you're recording, right? There's a certain atmosphere. There's a certain je ne sais quoi, if you will, that needs to be captured. And the good directors are able to capture moments to make you be like, shit, I wish I was there. You know what I mean? think about House Party, right? Remember House Party, the first one, and you know what I mean? They're getting it like, yo, tell me you ain't want to be there. Like, yo, nigga, that shit look live. That's what something that you were able to capture, which I thought was absolutely incredible, right? Is those moments of them in the living room dancing, partying, you know what I mean? Like it almost made me want to call some people like, yo, we need to try to get like a couples trip or something like that and like do something like this because that is ill, right? So, yo, that's a shout out to you because that's difficult to translate where people can feel it. So that's a major shout out to you in the cast as well, because there has to be a certain amount of chemistry to be able to pull that off as well. That was dope. So that's something I do cover in the review, but I just want to shout you out because we're here because that shit was dope.
I appreciate that, man. Like I said, like you said, the cast had a lot to do with it. The energy was there. Everybody was vibing. And like they really was dancing on certain parts because I had this is how we do it playing in the background. And then the second part, I had no music because I had to, I had the music in the background. I just had them dancing. But everybody was vibing. They was drinking, having a good time. It was like a little mini party. That vibe you got, that's what it was, man. And everybody had a good time. And it was cool. Go ahead, there. My bad.
No, I think that it broke ice whenever like we was at the studio and they did the classroom scene, and like that made them like get cool with each other because they was doing the stuff together, and it was like, oh shit, yeah, you cool, this, and everybody was like, oh, we cool. So it's like, so when it was like we went to the house and do all of that, it was already a good vibe from earlier that day. So it was just
they didn't know each other.
No, everybody pretty much just met that day. Yep.
Okay.
So, except Isaac and Jazz.
Isaac and Jazz, yeah, because they met during the week. But everybody else just met that day.
Let me ask you a question, D. That husband and wife, did they seem like a real husband and wife to you? Jazz.
Let me tell you what, man. You having me give away my whole review.
Oh,
let me tell you what.
This dropped some hard.
I believe I'm getting his sister's name right. If I'm not, please correct me. Jazz. I think she plays Vicky.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Nigga, that's my favorite kid. Nigga, I fucked with her the long way. Man. I love them as a couple, mainly her. Nigga, she was funny. She was real. Yo, that shit was ill. Yes, that was good. All day, all damn day. And they just met?
They met
the week of.
The week of, yeah, they met the week of. Because they got together and actually did character studies. They actually got together and got a vibe for each other.
You could tell. You could tell. You could tell. A billion% you could tell.
And that's why he had a little trouble with his wife, but we ain't gonna get into that.
Check that out on the podcast with Isaac and
I don't know what episode it is, but y'all can go check it. Jazz and Isaac on the episode. We had him on the podcast, and it got a little heated, and he had to get off.
For real?
Oh yeah, he had to get off.
Really?
Isaac wife got mad. She was like, "That's fake. That's fake." Because the bedroom scene when they was in the bedroom at the beginning, she got mad about that. She said, "You didn't tell me I had a bedroom scene." He was like, "It's not like you think." He's like, "But you never told me that, though." Then I was like, "Hey, let me talk to your wife." She's like, "Oh no, yeah, I ain't gotta talk to you. You know why? Because he should have told me. That's him being fake. That's fake. That's fake." I was like, "All right, this nigga was trying to exit."
My dog was trying to. It was like he couldn't get off it fast enough, bro. I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, well, I tell you what, they had great chemistry. Now I ain't trying to disrespect nobody's marriage, but yo, those two of my favorite characters, Jazz. She was my favorite out of everybody, man. Like, yo, that shit was dope. That shit was super dope. Yo, being an actor, can I ask y'all so bad? Being an actor in this business and you the sex scenes, right? Let me tell you all about these indie black movies. It's either niggas is horny or I don't know, man. There be sex scenes in every single one of these joints or kissing scenes or something, man.
Man, you know what they say, sex sells, so they look at it like we get this on this.
I believe what you said. Niggas just horny.
I think it's just sometimes niggas is horny.
We got this pretty female
like, young lady.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, I'm gonna throw a kissing scene in right here. But yo, if you're in a relationship, what's been in y'all experience? Like, how do people on the persons on the other side that's not in the movie, like how do they handle their partner having a sex scene?
Hey, you saw Isaac's wife got mad at him for just not telling him about a bedroom.
And you know, and it's crazy because she's an actor too. So that was like, so how you don't understand that your husband doing a job? You know what I'm saying? He's just portraying somebody on a character. So, but she's saying, you know, it's about you not telling him, but it's like he's an actor. Like you an actor too, so you should understand. It's like it might have just slipped his mind. He didn't mean nothing, no harm of, you know, but she was mad, man.
She was hot, like a tamale, like real mad. But like other people, like for my first movie, my brother, my little brother, he was in a relationship, quote unquote, and they had a young lady. She was single, and like they had a kissing scene, like a real intimate kissing scene. They was like into it, and like he didn't care. He was like, I don't give a fuck, like. But I didn't. Maybe him and his girlfriend was going through it at the time because they fussed about it afterwards. But he was like, I'm kissing. But Christian, the guy who played Lee, I talked to him recently. He was like, his wife would have probably got mad if he would have done the same scene eating Brittany's box out. He's like, my wife would have probably killed me if she just saw that scene at the movie. He's like,
really? I didn't think that one was that bad though.
Yeah, like it just like certain people just. They understand, but at the same time, it's gonna make them, I guess, feel still uncomfortable because they're in a relationship or married. To be specific, because he's married. So like, and he did a kissing scene with a pride move, but he was like, man, I don't know, man, because even filming that scene was like funny. It was just like, all right, go down on it. All right, now, stay right there. Don't go put your head all the way in between our legs.
Man. But Shay, we had our second movie. Well, one of the main character from our first movie, and he was supposed to be in the second movie, but when it was like, hey, when we wrote the second one, it was like, hey, you gonna have he was doing a sex scene, or it was just a kissing scene? It was a sex scene.
Trust me, D. My mind, I'm going to film a sex scene one day.
So it was a sex scene, and so he was like, at the time, he was like, you know, he was like, hey man, I really don't feel comfortable. You know, my girlfriend, this and this and that. And it was like, all right, cool. Now we had to rewrite the whole movie because he didn't want to do it, and then. Maybe I want to say a few weeks later they broke up and it was like, nigga, the movie done. So it's like, it is what it is. So
I killed them on the movie just for doing it too. Like I kill people in my movies who piss me off. It's true. Like
Lauren, listen, you didn't piss us off. He just
no. Nobody who died in this movie pissed me off. That was in the script. I'm talking about like I said, once I edit it, I don't know what's gonna happen. But if you piss me off, I'm gonna kill you. Because my twin brother, he supposed to do a certain scene and he didn't do it. And like we had a confrontation while we was in Atlanta, like a big confrontation, like we was about to fight. I killed him in the movie. Like,
in this one,
you pissed me off.
Oh no, it was another one.
Yeah, the second one, because you weren't supposed to die. Supposed to like you just end up missing, but like I showed him getting killed, but. Long story. But yeah, man, that's how we. But like the Tubi movies, they be having like
Yo, let me tell you what. I don't seen a couple of these Tubi movies where like
they show it.
I mean, I'd be like, yo, ain't no way that's acting. Ain't no way unless they are. But let me be clear. I don't know how acting sex scenes work to begin with. You know what I mean? Like. Nigga, if I see two people naked in these movies, how are they acting? Like, how does it work?
In professional wise, I watch enough interviews to kind of like say what they say is like, clearly, you know, like professional, they have like some type of draws or some type of thing.
Tight.
It's tight. Like, so, you know, at the end of the day, a man going, you know what I'm saying? So it's tight enough for it not to bulge up on, you know what I'm saying? So they just they say they just gotta go in the mind frame, but you know, some people scared too because they have, you know, they got shitload of people on set too. So that's kind of, but like they say, a few people say they just close their eyes and just kind of like imagine, like you gotta, you know, you're acting, but you gotta like make it look real. So they like, you know, I'm thinking that I'm having sex with, you know what I'm saying, like my significant other or something. But that's what some actors, professional actors, say they do. But I don't know, like the Tubi shit.
I was about to say, I want to know about the Tubi actors.
I don't know, the Tubi shit.
I put it like this: that's just niggas with bread that can't afford a nice camera, but can afford the Instagram billion follower women to be in these movies. Who got the 500K, 600K followers? They give them 35, 2,500, fly them out. Get them right. Say, look, man, you cool with this scene? She be like, yeah, you paying me? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? My homeboy, he could tear that ass up for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Pull your hair, you know, grab your neck.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
They got some of them that is like not believable. Because what was I forgot one of the movie you told me to watch, and it was in the office, and the dude had his drawers on.
Red flags.
Yeah, and I was like, dog, like this is not believable. Like you could just keep on your clothes. Like this is not believable at all. So
I was just watching a movie and they had a sex scene. They was hitting this woman from the back and she had some big drawers.
Nigga, that ain't it.
That's what they do, man. Most of them do that. Now I seen sex scenes where like I kind of felt uncomfortable. Like they showed the girl titties, but the dude was on top of her, and it's like he was going slow, and he started going fast, and I was like, I think they really fucking.
Yes,
it wasn't like no fake sex scenes. I was like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was like, I think they fucking, and I was like, this they fucking.
I be thinking that shit.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, they.
It might be they just might showing like they're not showing certain parts, but they might be like that might be
they cover up to fuck.
Yeah, like
it gotta be. There's this film called Maya and Her Lover. Shout out to Maya and Her Lover, man. Incredible movie. Nigga, I thought they was fucking in there. There was a movie I did called what the fuck is that shit called? Oh, the one that was filmed down here. Fuck. It is called The Dude. Hold on. Give me a second, because that's just gonna bother me. It's where my man had his cousin hit his wife off because he couldn't get her pregnant. So he had his cousin do it. Cuzzo,
yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw that fucking movie. Yeah.
Cuzzo.
I cut it off. I wasn't impressed. I was like,
yeah, I thought there was a scene where I thought that. So there's been a couple of them, but like I listen, man, to some of y'all writers and directors, man, I think some of y'all niggas just be out here nasty. I think some of y'all just freaks. I think some of y'all just horny, man. Y'all get these women that look good, and nigga, the movie don't have no sex scene until nigga she come in. See y'all niggas, man. Hey, yo, I ain't bad though. I probably do the same thing.
Hey, for real, like, well,
one day, hey, this movie was supposed to have a sex scene with Lee and Brittany was supposed to have a sex scene in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And just I'm gonna get into that later, but like I was like, fuck, we ain't gonna do it because we pressed for time and I don't think she with it. So after I done the eating out scene, she's like, ain't I supposed to have a sex scene?
Oh, really?
And I was like, you want to? I was like, you want to? She was like, well, no, but I thought I was. Like, do you want to? She was like, no.
I mean, if you're going to do it.
She the one that brought it up, so it was like, hey.
Yeah, like, if you want to do it, then I just say, hey, man, look, about to go to the bathroom right quick.
Dang, that was easy. That would have been easy. Not that.
Yo, what's that? Is it Mara or Mara?
Mara.
Shout out to Mara, man.
Yeah, Mara. I said, Mara, just lift that blue dress up, and I'm gonna just have him put his pants down a little bit, put them legs up, and.
Yo, do you feel uncomfortable shooting those?
I did, but like.
Why?
It did, because fun fact, me and my homeboy did a video called Better, and they had a kissing scene where he lifted the girl up and feeling all on her ass and all kind of shit. If y'all can see the behind the scenes, I'm doing this behind the camera.
Because he was so shocked that the dude we didn't think the dude was gonna do that. Like, be honest with you, we thought the dude was gay.
Yeah.
So it was like we was like, oh man, he might be gay. He gonna do this, whatever, cool. So it was like
nigga turned to a full nigga.
Yeah, it was that last shoot, and it was like, all right, we need a kissing scene, and my ball just went in. It was like straight nigga mode. Like I was like, yo.
I was like, this nigga's not gay at all. This nigga
she was like, you know, go ahead. We need to sell this. And she was just letting them. I was like, shit. I was like, y'all get off my counter. Like, get off. Like, it was real.
Like I be feeling like it's cool, but at the same time, it's like I'm actually filming somebody that I'm telling them to do this, and I'm filming it, and I'm like, it's a bittersweet feeling. It's a bittersweet feeling. Now, if you know me, when I film a sex scene, hell the fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just not even just the better thing we had when we did when you did choking video. It was a music video we did like years ago. Like the girl came.
It's called choking.
No, it's it was his name is Choking. His rap.
Oh,
yeah. And like he did a music video for him, and like the girl, I don't know, like they told her to go change, and she came out with like damn pretty much nothing.
String.
So, and he had to record it, so it was like that was kind of like.
It was like I was like,
Yo, did you say anything? Like, yo, what you got on? Or were you just like, shit, here we go?
I was about to, because I thought she was going to change so we can leave. And when I saw she came out in that, I was like, I looked at my brother, I was like, oh shit. Like, and she got on the top of the bed, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm like, fuck it. It is what it is, shit. So, but yeah, it's a bittersweet feeling. Like, I'll be uncomfortable, but once I get in director mode, like I am now, I'm mature now. I was young back then, I'm mature. I'm like, action. Let's get this. Let's make this shit look as professional as I possibly can. Let's get this angle right. Let's get this scene right. Let's make sure the lighting look good. Let's make sure the it's believable. Let's make sure the sound is good. That's my main focus. But yeah, man. Oh, and just to touch back about the Jade situation. I was supposed to put at the beginning of the movie originally, before she go to therapy, I was going to show her parents getting killed. I was going to show that.
Oh, that would help so much.
Yeah, budget.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Got it.
Budget.
So y'all might get a part two. You might get a part two to review. You know what I'm saying? So
let me tell you what, that little piece, it would have changed a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
A whole lot.
It would have made more sense.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have done that at all, because everybody's like, okay, she just went to jail. Like, all right, but yeah, I wouldn't. Maybe, but if I had the money and I had the actress and actress to play the younger version of them, and I would have had to do what I had to do, man.
Yo, let me ask this from the movie, because this spurred my biscuits. Let me tell you what.
Let's get it. Let's get it. That's what any questions you got, you could ask it today.
Nigga, what was the point of having a doctor in there? Like, the doctor didn't play, and again, I'm ruining my review, but the doctor played no functional role. And shout out to my man who played the doctor. But you could have taken him out, and no disrespect, you could have taken him out the movie, and it changes the movie none. Zero. None. I didn't get it.
I'm gonna tell you the backstory.
All right, walk me through it.
All right, Lanier got a very, 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 very good role, because you gotta think about it. She messed with a doctor. How did she get the stuff to put in the drink? She needed that. He gave it to her. Derek, he wanted the pills. Where he got them from? Got it from him. Him coming to the house, he had to leave. She knew he had to leave, because she knew he was gonna call him. So she had to get the drugs from him, who was the doctor. How would you get the prescription? That's how she put it in the drink. That was his basic character role. You needed the formula, because you can't just get drugs off. You can get it off the street, but it's better if you know a doctor who can get these certain drugs.
So the doctor gave her the drugs.
Pretty much.
Did we see that?
Nah. See, no, that's the thing. We
didn't show it.
Okay, I was like, did I miss something? Okay.
Nah, but like when you go back, you can see him like talking to when you're talking to the doc, he's like, pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but like it's a lot of, like I said, I changed the movie so much and like how it's supposed to be and how it came out. So it's kind of hard to, but yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I know what
it makes sense now, but without knowing that backstory, I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is doctor here for? This doctor's doing nothing.
Shout out to Lindell, and there was a true.
Yo, shout out to him.
He came Friday and Saturday, and just as much as you see him in the movie, that's how much the scenes we needed. He was there all Friday night and all Saturday.
Because Friday he didn't do nothing. Friday we didn't record.
We did the car scene Friday.
Oh yeah.
He was talking to Jay, and he's like, "Oh, baby, you know, we did that scene Friday." And he ran in the house Friday. And Saturday he did the doctor scene, and he ran in the house again. And then he talked to Jay because he could have really finished his role Friday night. He could have really finished it Friday.
Saturday. Well, because we added the doctor scene.
We added the doctor scene. Yeah. So he could have finished it Friday night. If Lauren would have came earlier, but
you're that after credit, those scenes after credit, nigga, that shit was brilliant. That shit was dope as hell. Like the behind the scenes, like seeing, you know what I mean, like the blooper type, like the outtakes.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Brilliant.
Like I said, that wouldn't have happened.
Brilliant.
If that nigga wouldn't have told me it had to be 74 minutes. Y'all wouldn't have got none of that. Y'all wouldn't have got no podcast or those credits. Y'all would have got the done.
I'm glad that was in there. That shit was great.
I appreciate it, man.
That shit was
you never know. Shit. You never know. So shit, it'd be like that. But yeah, man, that's what we do, bro. We do movies, film, podcasting, all this, and like I said, we love what you doing, how you doing it. It's dope. Going, bro. Like we got another movie coming out. I hope you review that one. It's called Lady Pimp. It's gonna be starring Mirror. We're gonna film that one.
We're gonna try to keep the same cast too. Like we want to do like
you got a dope cast. That I'm telling you, like there's real talk, no cap, nigga. Like you got it. That is dope ass cast. Super dope cast. You know what I mean? And for everyone to have that energy and to play off one another, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna put no film out there, but I've reviewed films, right, where you could just tell like there's no chemistry here, right? Like it's just nigga, it's not here. You know what I mean? With y'all shit. And again, it's gonna seem like I'm D-writing y'all, but to get that many people on the same page at the same time is difficult. It's super difficult. It is, nigga. And you pulled that shit off. That shit was dope.
Appreciate it, man.
That was 1,000%. That was and whenever you drop something, nigga, I don't even necessarily have to review it, right? I will if you want me to, but I do this thing called previews, right? Where I'm like, yo, who got a movie in a trailer, send it to me. It don't matter, right? And I'll put it on my platform for free and shout it out, big it up and everything. But you know what I'm learning?
What's up?
It's difficult to. It's like niggas. Sometimes niggas don't want to work together, right? Like what I don't understand sometimes is like, yo, I got a platform. It's not the biggest, but yo, send me whatever. I'll put it out for free. You know what I mean? And sometimes I feel like I have to chase people down, or I have to beg people like, yo, can you give me something so I can put it out? Where it doesn't make sense to me. Or you'll get some people like, yeah, you know what I mean? I got you. I'll hit you. Nigga,
nothing. Trust me, man. We go through all of this shit.
I get it, man.
Everything we do, if it's filming, if it's the podcast, anything, bro, is always the same shit.
That's why I hit you up. I was like, shit, I'm glad somebody responded fast and came on the podcast. Because shit, every time we hit somebody, it'll either flake or we be like, hey, did you watch the movie yet? I never watched it yet, but y'all still want to do the podcast? What's the point?
and listen, and big shout outs to Gwen. We just did an interview, Good Days with Gwen. Listen, it was a cool interview, but listen, at the end of the day, we just gotta be honest.
We don't think you
like she didn't watch the movie.
Put it on blast. Put it on blast, son.
It was like, because he was like, Sayso was like, what's your favorite part? And she was like, it's the music for me. And it was
music was popping, be clear.
The music cool. All right, cool. The music, but like, what is your scene that you like? It's not about. It's cool. The music good, great, but it's like what the scene. And she was like, I think she said the end was just so unexpected or some shit like that. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
I was about to say, you didn't watch this shit, didn't you? I'm like, so yeah, but like, I'm more of a music person. Like, if the music vibe, if the music good, I go for that. And I like the way the music transition, and it was dope, man. But it was really unexpected. Yeah, I know that's the title of the movie, but how'd you feel about it? The music. What song do you like? All of them.
Okay, did y'all call her on it in the moment?
We just kind of like let it go.
Yeah, okay.
Because I thought he was about to go in. I thought he was about to go in, but he went on something else. But I thought he was about to, because he don't hold his mind. I'm pretty much kind of like give you the benefit of the doubt, and like, but him, nah, that nigga gonna let you have it. Like, fuck that. So it was kind of like, I thought he was about to let it have it, and he was like. He did. I was like, all right, cool. Then we just gonna leave it, but we got a platform ourselves. But we had to put it like she gonna come on our podcast, but it was like we still had to like let it be known because you never watched it. And it's okay, it's cool. Like if you didn't, you didn't. Like, but it's like don't if we gonna come, if you want to interview us, like at least watch the movie so we know. Hey, like this is, I didn't think I like that one, or like this part, this and that. Like we want to hear everything. It don't have to be just good. We want to hear everything. So
that's why I'm glad you did that review, because like I can't wait to see it tomorrow. Like,
I'm excited.
Man, I can't wait for y'all to see it, man. I really can't, man. It's gonna be up in the morning, man. I wake up usually every day around during the week around like 4:30 because I go run because I'm in the army. Y'all know I'm in the army, so. Right. I wake up around like 4:30, go run, and then when I come back, you know what I mean, I'll just make sure do a couple little spot checks with the edit, and then after that, I try to have it up around like 6 or 7 a.m. Oh,
man, good. That's the podcast gonna be up too around that time too. So yes. We up at 6. Well, not up at 6, but it's already upload. It's gonna be uploaded by 6 o'clock. So
yeah.
Man, we on it too. We drop every Monday from every Sunday. Like he do the editing, I just record because I ain't got time for all that editing shit.
Yeah,
I edit movies. So
I do it. I do the podcast. No joke.
So editing. I didn't know how much went into editing.
Oh, bro,
that's just real.
Man, you doing? I ain't lying. You did a good job for the stuff. Like, man, like how you taking the parts and even just the whole setup, like the crowd looking at the
oh yeah,
that's dope, man. That's like real dope. That's why I was like, man, this dude, he about to blow up. This too professional looking.
Oh yeah, for real.
This is
well, not... I'm learning on the fly. You know what I mean? Like to keep it a buck, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Right, like I really don't.
We can't tell you.
Hey, if you didn't say none of that, we were like,
I don't know that nigga doing it. I learned a lot, man, from a big bro, man, D.O. Double, man, DJ D.O. Double, man. He put me on a lot. You know what I mean? But outside of that, man, you know what I'm learning, man, and I'm sure that y'all brothers know this too, man, is that a lot of this shit is just trial and fail. Yep. Right, like. Nigga just kind of stumbling through it. Like even sometimes, man, when I'm feeling nostalgic, man, I'll go to like the beginning of my page when I like put up my first post and just kind of watch the progression. You know what I mean? And so I don't know what I'm doing with this editing or none of it, right? I'm just kind of stumbling my way through it. And then people give me game like, yo, try this or try that. Or again, y'all know this, the shit that you put out that you think is going to hit sometimes
don't hit. And the
don't hit.
Trash go hit the most.
But the shit that you just throwing out there,
that's the shit that's gonna hit. Yep.
Always like that. You'd be like, oh, buddy, go fuck with this one. He's not doing this well. And you put this one, I'd be like, I'm bored. Nah. Like, god damn. Yo. Why? I took little effort to do this one.
Yo.
Why? Go back to the one where I took my time on.
Nigga. Boy, you ain't lying.
I ain't fucking with that one. That one like you ain't did no time with it. Nigga, that's what I did. The one you did. The one you just did. Nigga, that was some fucking... Nigga, I did that in 30 seconds. Stop lying. Stop lying, nigga.
Yo, tell me that shit ain't frustrating, man. I had a video, man. Nigga, I edited, man. I went in. I'm like, yo, this the one.
It wouldn't
nothing, nigga. I just put up a joint, nigga. That shit motherfucker took off. Like, so I feel you, man. That shit's frustrating.
Oh yeah, very frustrating, but shit, take it as it is. You're still winning regardless of trash or not. like you said, it's all about engagement. Once they get them engagement shit, they'll.
That's a rap.
The only thing good about that is you got catalog, so they always gonna go back and see. You got a catalog.
Yeah,
catalog always gonna be there.
I don't even know what this looks like, right? And I've said this before. I don't know what this looks like. Like, you know, there's people saying like, hey, you know, you can go this avenue with it or this avenue. Fam, I don't have a clue what this looks like, right? Because when I got into it, I just got in it for the love, right? And you know, listen, man, I'm a regular ass nigga from North Minneapolis, Minnesota, right? I just have an opinion, you know what I mean? And what I tried to do my best of is study. Right. I read a ton about the 3-act structure, right? About screenwriting, about acting, method acting, right? So then that way, when I'm giving my critiques, I can come from a knowledgeable place. You know what I mean? Like I always want to make it fun, entertaining. That's my personality. But I also want to be able to study so I can know what the fuck I'm talking about. So when I do give people criticism, it's coming from a genuine place of like a technical place. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So when I got into it, I just got in it from that aspect, right? Like, yo, let's shine a light on these films, on these creators. There's mad talent here, and this shit is dope. But have I ever thought about where the fuck it could go from here? No, I have no clue, my G. None, right? Like I'm okay if I just stay in this lane, right? And I just keep on trying to highlight because I don't know what it looks like. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. But you know what? I feel like it's gonna grow. And say something. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna grow because you take it a day by day, but when it's gonna grow, when people gonna start doing the same thing you doing. Like they're gonna see they seeing you doing it, be like, oh man, look, he got this big follower, this and that, and they gonna do that. They gonna be like, man, let me put my opinion to it. They gonna start watching it, and you could be like, damn, look what I started, what I created, and not everybody following through because
how should I feel about that though? That's super interesting that you say that. Well, should I feel some way about it?
No, I don't think because everybody got, everybody have an opinion. So,
but like this is how I look at it. You post it on YouTube, right? Or
my man D.O. Double posted them on YouTube.
Cool. Like, because like I said, they got a whole fucking hood movies group. So I'm gonna post that bitch in there.
Really?
Like I'm gonna post it. People will share it because people really review these movies. So it's gonna be dope. Like, yeah, man, like real shit, bro. Like I'm telling you, they got like a whole world just for people who love hood movies. Like a whole world that I didn't even know exists. So it's like it's crazy.
That's a good thing, man. Because at the end of the day, like you present it right, like it looked good. So it's like, damn, like you know what I'm saying. Everybody could be giving their review, but it's like, damn, look how his shit look. Like his shit look professional. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's gonna be like, let me go check him out. You know what I'm saying. You're just bringing people and. You know what I'm saying? Then after a while, you should go grow, dog. I'm telling you, people gonna start doing it. Be like,
it will grow, because trust me, people want to say, there's no negative comments on none of the. Well, I'm lying. People do say certain movies are trash, but your opinions are so articulate, and the way you speak about it, and the way you talk about it, even if you're not trying to be mean, you be like, yeah, I just didn't like it. But who's mine? But like, people want to hear that shit. So once I'm gonna post that shit in that group and watch how. I'm gonna put Instagram on everything. People go fuck because people they got a world full of people who just want to hear shit like that. So that's dope, man. Like that's real dope, bro.
No, I appreciate it, man. You know. Sometimes what I struggle with too, man. Look, man, y'all just turned into my therapeutic Davenport. Y'all my therapist, right? Yo, let me tell you what I struggle with sometimes. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Is that so? A lot of times, unless you request it, even if you request it, you don't know when I'm going to review your film, right? Like y'all had no fucking clue I even existed or I was going to review it, right? So you won't find out until Friday. Friday is when I drop, this is my next review. So boom, I dropped that. And then, the people that are associated with the film, they'll show mad love, repost, yo, I can't wait, so on and so forth. And I'll be like, yo, these niggas is showing so much love, just in general, right? Like niggas is showing so much love, but y'all have no clue I'm about to cook your shit. Like, I'm really about to, you know what I mean? So sometimes, right? That's the duality in which I struggle because I'm like, yo, I'm really about to cook your shit, yo.
Oh man!
But what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna compromise my rating because you're showing me love. But I ain't gonna front. Like sometimes I don't feel bad. Like, yo, y'all showing so much love, but you have no clue. When I drop this motherfucker on Monday,
you mad as fuck.
I'm lightweight cooking. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Like I'm lightweight cooking your shit a little bit. And so like, I do struggle with that sometimes.
You did not listen, and like you was like, hey. Lot Lizard was trash.
Nigga. Did you watch it? Shout out to Lot Lizards. Let me say that. Shout out to Lot Lizard. Have you watched it?
I started. I cut it off.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I cut it off. So
how far did you
the movie don't end? The credits, opening credits.
Oh shit.
I always do this. I always see the opening credits. Like, okay, they did it. Maverick or whatever Homestead Media. I'm like, all right. I look at it and I'm good. I go back myself. I'll watch it later. I'm gonna go watch it tonight, though, to see how horrible it is.
I was about to say, I don't know if you're ever gonna watch that. Lot Lizards is rough. I've only given 2 1 fists. I've given 1 fist to 2 films. That's it.
What's the other one?
The Young and the Ratchet.
Oh yeah, I heard it's horrible too.
Yeah, the Young and the Ratchet. It's shout out to everyone in the Young and the Ratchet. It just
I gotta get more into the Tubi movies. Like it's on the TV, and I just don't go to it. Like
I've been into that shit.
And he be telling me like, man, check this out. Like,
got to.
And him and his brother, like we in the group together, and he be like, man, check this out, watch this, and it's like, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna watch none of this shit. I ain't gonna watch none of this shit. And I have to be really serious bored, and I don't know, man. That's just me. But
me and my wife got a Tubi night.
As you should. Yo, what's the best hood movie? I'm sure y'all want to wrap this up real quick. What's the best hood movie of all time?
Hood movie in all general, like low budget hood movie?
Yes, low budget.
In my opinion, you go first. I gotta think about it.
All right, y'all ready? Yeah, somebody said it earlier. Snow on the Bluff.
Oh, that's the best.
It's not
hands
close.
Down.
It's not close.
Hands down.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just something about it. I was like, wow, I like this shit.
Like, nigga, wow, that shit was ill.
Yeah.
That shit was ill.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. This shit was
I'm mad they try to do part 2. That shit was whack. But the first one it's a masterpiece. Like that's
because we thought it was real.
Yeah, like really real.
I thought it was real. Like seriously, I thought it was.
And then I didn't know the character was real. And it was like, yeah, this nigga really on the west. It's like this nigga for real. And I was like, oh shit, all right. Like,
well, mine would be nobody probably never seen it, but the Bahama Hustle. The Bahama Hustle.
Okay, let me look at the Bahama Hustle. And that's just fire.
Yeah,
is it on Tubi?
Like, I don't know. I seen it a long time ago when I was young. Like. I was living shit. Me and my mom was watching that one night. It's like in early 2000s. It's like one of my favorite fucking movies. It's low budget. Low budget. Low budget.
You keep saying low budget. I don't know how low you go because we was low budget.
It got Dr. Dre and Ed Love in it.
It is on Tubi. It's on Tubi. Yep. It's on Tubi. Yep, that's it.
Oh shit,
on Tubi. But they're not in the whole movie though. They're at the beginning and the end. They got 2 other guys on there. It's a good movie.
Who's that?
You ever seen Roll Bounce?
Yes.
All right. Remember the part where there was all at that lady's house had that cheat outfit on, and she had that cheat outfit, and they had another woman. She was like, "Now that was a beautiful woman."
That's it.
That's her. Yeah, that's her. That's the only movie I remember her from. Like, yeah.
Because she looks like a good actress, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. She's straight. She played a cop in that movie.
Yeah, no, it looks like she knows her lines really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is dope, man. But yeah, man, D, bro, man, we
We really appreciate you, man.
Man, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all so much.
We'll keep supporting the thing, man. Like we always say, like, since you got a platform, we got a podcast. If we fuck with you, we let you sponsor the podcast for a year. So every time we do the podcast, we'll shout you out and we'll leave your logo at the bottom. So
definitely
appreciate you, man. But before we leave, we always do the fuck out of here of the week. We usually say something that we don't like, something going on in our life, and we're
gonna do it different since he a movie critic, like he do reviews. Let's get a movie the fuck out of here. Let's name a movie.
Yeah, I watch four Tubi movies today. I am ready.
So let's go. So what's your first movie? What's your movie that you want to get the fuck out of here of the week?
Oh, let me go see real quick because I just finished watching it. It was so whack. I don't remember the name of it.
Let D go first. Let him go first.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
All right, mine's gonna be controversial. I'm about to incite violence. You ready? The movie I want to get the fuck up out of here for the week. It's a hood movie, but it ain't a low budget hood movie. Okay. Goddamn Belly. Get Belly the fuck up out of here. Get it out of here.
What?
Get it out of here. Belly. Get it out of here.
I know I want to talk to you about something.
Let's break this down.
Get it out of here.
Before you,
I know we was about to go. We was about to end this, but let's break it down. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, I'm not. Why?
Please, why?
All right, so here's what we got to do. We got. I've said this before. We got to separate nostalgia. Let's take nostalgia out. Now let's look at it critically. One, let me shout it out first. Hype Williams did his thing in terms of cinematography, right? The color palette that was used, the shots that were used, the slow motion, like that shit was ill. Let's be clear. Is Nas a good actor? Can we agree on this?
Right.
Fuck no.
He's not the best rapper actor. No,
nigga, just act. Nigga, he's terrible. He is awful. The acting in that movie is bad. Outside of DMX and Method Man, the acting is bad. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Two, what? T-Boz. Come on, man. T-Boz was trash. Like, nigga, the acting is bad. The storyline itself, average at the very best. Let me tell you what we did. We let DMX get away with fucking a 16-year-old the whole fucking movie, and we ain't say nothing. Zero.
I didn't know until I got older.
There you go. Right? DMX is fucking a 16-year-old. Right?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, the movie is average at the very, 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 very,
what
very
the fuck
best.
It was thinking about? Now you making me think. Now I want to go talk
back
to
and watch
whoever
Belly.
wrote this. Who wrote this? I want to. Who in your mind that was making it seem that DMX old ass was fucking a 16-year-old? Like, what the fuck is going on?
You know,
man.
And the girl Vita was like,
It was Vita.
When she
From
was
Murder Inc.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't think when I was watching it as a young age. I didn't know until I got older, and I was like, she
like that by itself. We should get it the fuck out of here. I mean, unless niggas like 16-year-old coochie. I mean, shout out to you. But
okay.
and for those of you who aren't into it, get up out of here for that. On top of that, like I said, the story is average. It's kind of all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, they push him, whatever. They go see Ox. Ox take him down to Jamaica. Now, when they were down in Jamaica and old girl was winding on him outside, like all that shit is ill. But the story's okay at best. At best, the story's okay.
I guess.
Go back and watch Belly.
You know
what? To be honest,
Go back and watch Belly.
My favorite part of the movie was when they walk in the club and they go shoot up. That was the favorite.
It's classic.
Yeah,
classic.
Like that's a classic part.
Classic.
Like, the classic intro of a movie. Like, man, come on, you can't beat that.
One of the best intros ever. With the context, slow motion, walking through the strip club.
They go in the bathroom, put the silence on the stud, and they walk out there. Man, come on,
Dope.
man.
dope.
But
the niggas in the basement, you know what I mean? What was the nigga's name that they made strip? You know what I mean? Nigga, that scene was corny. You know what I mean? That nigga just sitting there ass naked on the couch, like, yo,
them niggas gay, cuz. Why you telling this nigga a group of niggas in the basement? You telling this man to strip? Man, just tell him get out. Just tell him get out.
Come on, man. Like I'm telling. If we put nostalgia to the side,
count money. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. All right, it's starting to make sense a lot now. You start talking about it, like.
But that's not to say it's a bad movie. Let me be clear. It's not a bad movie.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The first time I sat down and watched the whole Belly was last year. I also watched clips, and the first time I saw the cussing version was 6 months ago. So like, wow. I even never heard the cursing version before. Like my first time hearing the cursing, I was like, man, they cursing.
Okay, so what'd you think watching it as an adult? Like, was it?
Yeah, because I watched it as a teenager. You can see.
Me too.
I liked it because like I was like, my first time watching Belly, it's not that bad. I was like, it's not great. It's not that bad. What I put it like this: if I saw Belly playing and Lot Lizards playing, I'm watching Belly. If I saw Belly and Unexpected playing, I'm watching Unexpected.
Look at his face. Oh man,
fam.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, there's a lot of other shit I'd rather do, nigga, man. Nigga, that was a terrible example, nigga. Lot Lizards. Oh man.
Shit.
Man, okay. So Belly, guess DM, rest in peace, DMX, but everybody else.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
My fuck out of here of the week goes to that movie Just Sex on Tubi. The cover looks so Sex in the City-ish and high quality-ish. And when I watched the movie-ish, it was trash-ish. And I cut it off-ish as soon as it got whack-ish during the middle-ish of the fucking movie-ish was garbage. So yeah, y'all can get the
fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
And you said a movie while I was talking about earlier with the sex scene that was bad. You said it's Red Flags?
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Flags, get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Y'all know the reason why. Fuck that. They gotta go because that make that shit more believable.
But yeah,
hold
man.
on, wait. When was this? Whoa. Wait, what's the movie poster look like?
Pretty girls. It look like this. I'm gonna show you.
Is it orange?
Yep.
Yeah. This ain't popping?
Listen to me. Look. You do the review. Watch it, and I'll guarantee you, what you see on that poster, you will not see in that movie.
Just to be clear, this ain't popping.
Watch it.
Okay. Hey, you watch it, cause I know I ain't.
My opinion, because how they look on that poster, they do not look like that in the movie at all. So, yeah. Man, do your thing, D, man. Take that bitch out, man. Review that motherfucker. Man, say so sick. Shit, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's give D a round of applause one more time, man, for stopping by on the FOH podcast.
Much love, and much love to what y'all are building, man. The whole FOH brand, man. The pod, the After Dark, man, like everything, the studio, the production, like everything, man. Like major shout out to y'all, man. It's such a pleasure to watch what y'all do, man.
Appreciate it,
man.
Cheers to y'all.
Appreciate it, man. So in the meantime, between time, I'm the God that never lies unless I have to say so.
And it should be the dad DJ Truth. And I'm gonna leave y'all with a dad joke. Y'all know I ain't gonna forget, right? Y'all know I ain't gonna forget. I'm a dad, so I got dad jokes. So, what did the Pink Panther say when he stumped the ant? The Pink Panther stumped the ant. What he say?
What?
That ant. Let's go. And we're gonna see y'all niggas next week. Peace.